I hit that third stage, I thought I straight. I'm such a good baby, kept my womb straight. Tears rushing down mama's face, can't see her yet, but I can hear her saying, she don't want me now. God, you hear my mama pray? I'm alive, mama, I'm not dead, but I'll die, mama, if you take those meds. Don't be deceived, I'm already breathing. I'm begging, please don't take my breath. It's life or death, not right or left. Keep playing with sex and that's what we risking. Then we play God, try to redefine life's definition. Oh no, here we go, numbers still climb. Every year they grow since Roe verse weighed 60 million. Y'all don't hear me though. So here we go to Planned Parenthood. Yeah, it's all good, they got you covered. Sorry it wasn't a part of your plan. Sorry you ain't trying to be my mother.
Guys, I have to be really honest. I don't like talking about this stuff. I know I talk about it because I feel like I feel like there needs to be different voices that need to be out there about this subject, but I don't like it talking about it because it really does affect me emotionally. Like, it really weighs on my heart and in my spirit, and it, like, I just need some sage afterwards to like uplift myself again. But I read everything he said. Like, the fact that he said 60 million, people say 66 million unborn lives that have been taken out of this world in America alone. And the fact that you have a section of people who are pro-choice or pro-abortion celebrating this, like actually throwing parties and cakes and celebrating the death of 60 million offspring is, I don't understand. And again, this is why I was never pro-choice, even as a teenager, even as a young person, because in my soul and my spirit, and I'm not even talking about in a religious way because I'm not religious, I'm not Christian, I'm not conservative, I'm not Republican, and I'm not a traditionalist. In my soul, in my spirit, my intuition always just came off like dark, dirty, I don't want nothing to do with it. I truly believe in energy, and I truly believe the baby in your womb can feel what you're feeling. And just to know, like, who knows about the consciousness of that unborn child, but just the idea of being in the body of the person that's supposed to protect you and love you the most, not wanting you, and that feeling that you must feel, that no, like, you're gonna get snipped out. And then the other thing that a lot of people don't talk about, he talked about, like, I can hear my mother's tears or something like that. A lot of women are pressured to get an abortion, and the fact that a lot of doctors who do the abortion procedures aren't allowed to ask a lot of questions because it's seen as like trying to pressure the woman out of getting an abortion. And so a lot of women are pressured to getting abortions by their parents, by their boyfriends, by their husbands, or by their abusers. But those women's voices never get heard because those questions aren't even allowed to be asked. I know a friend who got pressured by her boyfriend who said he would leave her if she didn't get an abortion, and when she came out of that clinic, she fell to the ground, shaking, trembling, crying in the fetal position. I literally had to pick her up and have her lean on my body to take her back to the car. That is how devastated she was. And that's another thing pro-choices never talk about. The actual psychological and trauma that you get from a lot of women feel that when they get abortions. But those voices are also silenced, and those voices aren't heard because they don't fit the narrative. But anyway, let's continue.
Cause I made you throw up, cause I kicked your stomach so much. Is that why I don't get to grow up? Is that why it's time for me to go, huh? Still wanna be the life of the party, so my life's departed. Sorry, I'm not sorry, cause all I really want is to live. There's other options. What about adoption? For God's sakes, I'm a child, not a hostage. And this ain't negotiable, and it damn sure ain't reversible. If you're pregnant, then I'm alive, so how is that not murder though? If I was there to say it, I'd say you hate me. Have you read the abortion totals lately? 3,000, that's on the day. We're so numb, the lives that we take. We make love with no gloves, to get away with murder like OJ. What if your life wasn't pro-life and you had no life? Is that okay? Hell no.
Stopping it there. Taking it back to what he said earlier, when he's talked about redefining words like life or even a human being, which a lot of pro-choicers like to redefine because they want to dehumanize the unborn child to the point where they don't have to feel any attachment or guilt or shame or accountability for, again, 60 to 66 million lives, unborn lives taken out of this off this planet or out of existence. You know, like trying to redefine what life is, or what a human being is. When you have to do those things, when you have to like try to bend fact and truth, you're living on a lie. Like you're living, and you're when you have to do that to create an ideology, your ideology is based on propaganda and just an agreed upon social construct. It's not actually rooted in any facts or truth when you have to like literally change the definition of words for it to make sense. 3,000 on a daily. Again, I'm not a religious person, but if there was a devil, wouldn't he be really happy right now? 3,000 on a daily. And you have the mothers of these unborn celebrating in the streets about it. Just saying. Anyway, let's continue.
Hell no, heaven help us. Getting crucified to help the helpless. But if you were dying, you want the help, so it's a double standard you sell us. And I'm tired of staying voiceless, but the lie that life's a choice, since the choices being made for babies is voiceless. And that's dead wrong, and we've been wrong for too long. Man, hold on, let's talk about it. Just the fact that we can talk about it means there ain't nothing else to talk about. I'm alive to say, thank God I wasn't aborted, and I'll die before I support it. Cause all I really want is to live. And with all respect, that ain't your choice to choose. Cause last time I checked, it's my life we lose. So God forgive us, please. Word is you coming soon. Till then I'm on my knees for all these wombs becoming tombs.
All these wombs becoming tombs. Yep. I'm an abortion survival list. Is that how you say it? I've survived abortion, meaning my mother was going to abort me and she didn't, and thank God she did it, even though she was a terrible human being and still is today. But even though I had a terrible childhood, I'm still grateful to be alive today, because the thing that I got out of that abuse is empathy, something that a lot of people are lacking today. Again, celebrating the death of the unborn in the streets of America, which this is only really happens in America, by the way. This is a very Western, very American thing to celebrate the deaths of the unborn and people's offspring. American thing. Because again, that's a really big narrative that a lot of pro-choicers use. Like, oh, what about this baby's life? They're gonna have a terrible life. They're gonna live in poverty. Whatever, you know, Margaret Sanger's talking points because eugenics. I'm here to say that I survived an abortion. I've survived not getting aborted, and I also survived child abuse. That is not a reason for a child not to have a chance to live. Not even the slightest. If all of these white intersectional feminists really cared about women of color, they would be demanding more resources for women of color and their babies and their children, not telling women of color they should abort them. Anyway, guys, that's it. That was Mesus. I know some of you probably are getting like, oh, I'm so sick of hearing about the Roe thing, but it's current events, so what do you expect, right? Anyway, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Sorry my energy is low. This is just like a somber category, like a topic for me, so it's hard for me to be like, hey guys, welcome to me. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to be like super energetic about it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and you guys have an amazing day. Bye.